a live look from Ames, Iowa, Jack Trice Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. We have waited patiently and sometimes impatiently, and the moment is finally here. Time to kick off a new season. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will have the football first. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. He'll be trying to get his senior season off to a good start and building some confidence as we go along. I send the tight end in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys...
Snags it, and he's open. Lowers those pads and runs through another guy. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The run inside. It's Madden.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tackled there by the defense.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here's the running back that will be the centerpiece of the ground game. This guy's seen just about everything in his career, a veteran presence that they believe is going to be a force in this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Simon. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies.
Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass. Throwing right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains. Just
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He's got his man.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellington. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Cyclones first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Makes the catch. It's Ellington. Across the 15. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move, and here's the thing.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Running inside, it's Madden. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Maybe a crease. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he burrows his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They've been pretty much stuck. offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Running to Green. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Caught over the middle. It's Rossi. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Iowa State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put... just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is blocked. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Ellington. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Complete. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go right back downfield. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And this ball looks like got away from the quarterback.
The Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
Guys, catching up with Coach at the half. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Fields. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The run inside. It's Madden. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There's some room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football.
He uncorks one deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. On target. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the move. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Fullback's got it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here, and how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration, now setting up 4th down.
And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa State sending the offense back out. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They'll try to get it through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
About this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run, being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. off the play fake on first down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Cyclones. Timeout, and they will have no more. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And that was defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. Under fire. Flips it out in the flat. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And it's in for a touchdown.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it. Clock stops just momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Another incompletion on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
Well, they make the kick. They're now within a possession, but they don't have any timeouts left. So you're expecting them to come out here in an onside formation. And let's see what happens. This is going right down to the wire.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. The hands team doing its job, and that's going to do it for this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the run, it's Cooks. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze.
A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Buffaloes offense will get the ball first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Little. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside. It's Little. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
A designed run for the quarterback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The run inside. It's Little. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And they're not on the same page there.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
A little screen to the running back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. They're putting the fortunes of this offense into his hands. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap.
There's a crease. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Fires to the right. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense set on first down.
Here we go, ready. Red 54, red 54. Go, go.
He goes right back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Fields. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes the grab. It's Pettis. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. This is a designed run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch and gets the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Running inside. It's Little. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Now this offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Makes the catch. It's Wellington. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
The run inside. It's Simon. Got a little grass. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Caught on the left sideline. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Little. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Simon. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He makes a grab, and it'll be a touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. There's been next to zero. Makes a grab and room to run. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Buffaloes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Running inside. It's Little. Here's a little room there. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Here's a heat. Buying some time. Short gain on the play before he slides. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Beard. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it behind the line. It's Little. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here's the pressure. And they got it. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The sack, and time has run out in the first half. They passed on a field goal attempt, and they'll get Zippo. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves.
Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, catching up with Coach at the half, he is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Wants to throw it again. Just too much heat that time, and they down at the 31.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And he will... down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg and rolling out. The short hands, it's Holland. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running the red zone. It's Little. That is a win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick completion on the out route.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Gonna run it. It's Simon. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The run inside. It's Simon. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Good timing on the quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone, and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. You know this coaching staff was hoping for more from their senior quarterback. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just breaks into the open. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Holland. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Looking to throw again. The the sure hands. It's Holland. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession,
turning it on. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Caught. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. He might want another play. On the ground, it's Cooks. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got his man. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.